All right, got it.
My beer?
Oh no, David.
What do you tell the chick? I'd like to feed you. What do you tell her after that? My cock.
Hey, can you that's a great way to introduce the podcast.
Says the accessory is not supported.
I don't know, that whole thing is cool. Can you hear, like, can you guys get on your and see if you can hear me? Like?
What do I look on you? Is that a soft drink?
Yep. How's the song? Yeah.
No Name RC Podcast.
Is it coming through clear? This phone was working. It's working off the gun?
From the very beginning.
Lefty.
Did you plug it in?
They work fine the other day.
Take the plug on it. Come back to you. Different shot. Yeah, well, we just have to do about that piece of Yankee.
Is it working now?
I don't know. You guys can see nothing.
Oh, yeah, there's 12 viewers.
We're just getting everything worked out.
No, you aren't.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Test. Test. All right. Am I straight? Hey, man, I'm not a professional camera guy, so then you might have to mute that though. All right. So let's get this going. Hey, Joseph, come over here, man. Stop wrenching on your car. We're supposed to be doing a podcast. So, Joseph, nobody can hear you because you're way over there. So, Joseph and I are supposed to be doing a podcast, right? And he's over there wrenching on his car. He's in science mode right now. You know, he was on me, get it ready. We need frosty beverages for everybody. And, you know, he's not here. He's just over there wrenching on his car. So, he's... Yeah, they're over there, Smoker. You know, he's so, you know, I don't get this guy. I don't get him. Anyway, let's get this podcast started.
Nitro is the glory. Welcome to the No Name RC Podcast with your host tonight, Keenan White, aka Lefty the Great, and if you are unlucky, the Finnish village idiot, JQ. This is the RC Podcast with no name, but plenty of content. So sit back, relax, and get ready for some serious bench racing.
Yes, indeed, Nitro is the glory, but E-Buggy pays the bills. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode number 46 of the No Name RC Podcast. Coming to you live from RCGP Day 1. Everybody's gone home. It's just me and a few guys chilling out here, having a few frosty beverages before the park closed down, waiting for JQ to stop wrenching on his car because he's my guest this weekend. And yeah, RCGP is going well. First day of practice over. It was a very windy day. We've had a lot of wind over the last 2 days, but we got through it. Everybody's tired and windburnt. And Joseph is just over there wrenching on his car. So, I'm not really appreciating his professionalism at the moment, But no California fires. This is so crazy, but it's like what's been going on here. But before I go any further, I just want to say shout out to all the No Name RC podcast listeners from around the world. We can't do this without you guys. I know it's late. It's like 12 o'clock on the East Coast. So I'm just trying this whole new Facebook Live type of thing. I'm not really into this Facebook Live. I'm more into the podcasting aspect of this. Yeah. So before I go on, also, I'd like to shout out to our sponsors, RCMX, Euro RC, Just RC, No Bullshit, Assault RC, BK Servos, Bipolar Designs, 454 RC Designs, Papa Willie's Traction Tonic, Techno RC, and last but not least, JQ Racing. Also, I want to shout out to Beach RC and the hashtag NNRC squad from around the world. So, as expected, today was full of some serious racing. The RC2 class is super stacked. It's super competitive. Everybody was busy today getting ready. The funny thing about this race is that actually right now we're kind of in a warning for wildfires. There was actually a wildfire going on like 3 miles west from here. Yeah, so we didn't get any smoke. But what it was, the race was actually probably was almost going to get shut down because they do all the staging here for the race. So all the firefighters are staging here. You got firefighters from all the surrounding counties. They're here. I believe there's like 3 fires going on now. I can't remember. Yeah, we got Jay Smoker in the houses over there chilling. Got Salty Joe waiting for me to finish this because we're going to go get some In-N-Out Burger. Tony and Will Smith, who hasn't been asleep since 5 o'clock yesterday morning. I don't know. He must be a robot or something. He doesn't need sleep. So, yeah. I'm like I said. So RC2 was pretty good today. There's some fast guys here. There really is some fast guys. They're throwing down laps. Camden Line's been fast this week. I haven't even looked at I didn't have my phone, so I can't even look at Everlaps who's the top 5. But we will post them up. I'm sure my assistant Will Smith. Hey Joseph, I feel like Joe Rogan now. I have an assistant.
Whoa, don't even go that far. I'm not big.
Jamie, look that up for me, please. Look that up. I've been making Home Depot runs and walking around trying to sell shirts. So today I have earned myself a frosty beverage. And now, guys, interrupting my podcast. Joseph, let's go. Come over here. We got to recap day 1. One thing about when you move it, when you deal with Joseph, it's always on his time. Joseph doesn't rush to do anything whatsoever, besides post on Facebook. Yeah, RC2 was fast. Who was the top guy this weekend? Jamie? Yeah, we're pulling up Everlaps. No live streaming today, guys. Tomorrow, the live streaming on YouTube starts at 10:25. And then all the events for the RCGP qualifiers has been posted on Facebook. Yeah, the wind has been the big story, though. We had all the RCGP tents set up, and then some of them got blown away. The Scuderia tent got damaged a little bit, but we fixed it. But tomorrow, no wind. It's supposed to be a little bit cold in the evening, but yeah, it should be good racing. Starting. Aaron Dexter is the top seed? Wow, Aaron Dexter all the way from Australia has come here first time. Who was that? Jermaine. Wow. So No, we're not talking to you because you're not here. Yeah. Oh, now Joseph is claiming Aaron Dexter's victory or top seed because of him. You know, Joseph always takes credit for things that he doesn't do. But wow, that's a pretty stacked. Yeah, that's a pretty stacked top 10. But the good thing about this is that this is IFMAR style, so they go into the semis. Yeah. So the top 12 will go into. Top 24 will go into the top. I don't know. Maybe when Her Majesty. Huh? It's a top 16 directly into the semis. And so that means 4 will bump. That's good. We got Justin Wilde here. He came late. Hey, Justin, you want to talk? Want to be a part of the podcast? Why don't you come sit down? You know, I don't, wherever you want. I don't know. Smoker's being shy. He doesn't want to come over and talk. You know? Let's go, Smoker, because you haven't raced Nitro since DNC.
That's not true. I came here and raced and practiced one day. Have what it takes to dethrone Ongaro.
I don't know. Lutz is looking really fast this weekend so far.
He was right on his tail until he had that slight mistake.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. Lutz is looking good, but we all know Ongaro can pull it out of his ass anywhere. So we got the infamous one, Jay Smoker. Can we get
How
a
y'all
woo?
doing?
Woo! Yeah, if you guys ever have listened, want to know where that voice note came from, it's Jay Smoker. And we got Justin Wilde, who is the announcer from Wilde Events. That's how you say your last name, right?
Yes,
Wilde?
sir. What's up, guys?
He's from the Pacific Northwest. He's got a big race coming up in November, Fallout.
I do. Yeah, an arena event in Western Washington.
Now you can put a face with the voice.
Oh, yeah, Smoker. But we're going to get Smoker's 2 philosophies for velocity.
I have 3 philosophies.
Okay, so you got the third one now?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
That's good. It ain't a party if Jay Smoker ain't here. So, while we wait for Her Majesty Rupert to stop whatever he's doing to his car.
That's JQ?
He's Rupert Pumpernickel. That's his new name.
Okay.
Rupert Pumpernickel.
Do noted.
All right. So Justin,
Yeah.
your first time coming to a RCGP event. What do you think?
I think it's going pretty well so far. I really like how, like, kind of what I would call, like, all the pomp and circumstance and, like, how the facility's all dressed up and how you feel like it's a big event with how they make the facility look. And the way that we ran the schedule today with Mao and everything working through it is pretty awesome. So far, so good. If we just get that wind to stop blowing, everything will be a lot nicer.
Yeah, we should be good for tomorrow. I mean, you're up on that scaffolding. I didn't realize you was calling the race from that scaffolding.
Yeah, it's not the funnest thing in the world up there, but there's a lot of production going on in the actual timing and scoring booth. So I get stuck out on the scaffolding, but we'll make the best of it and we'll have a good time this weekend.
How nice is it now, actually, that the day is over? It's absolutely not a 1 mile an hour of wind.
Right. Yeah. Well, but now I'm frozen from being up there for 12 hours already. So
You're gonna need some shade tomorrow.
I need to thaw.
You're gonna need some shade. Yeah, it's pretty interesting for me because I haven't really been behind the scenes of this race and to see all the work. I've been here all week, all the work that's gone into this preparation for this. I mean, Anthony Westergaard of Factory Tracks was here. He built this track in pretty much 2 days. I think it was Friday. He raced and came in Sunday. Andrew Trotter's been working his butt off. He's still working his butt off, and all his crew are doing a really good job as well. So shout out to those guys. They're out there watering track and fixing little divots or jumps or whatever now. And man, I want to shout out to all the RC2 people that have come to support this, man. It's really impressive to see the turnout. Everybody's having fun. Nothing's perfect, but I've heard a lot of positive comments. People are really enjoying the scheduling, knowing when they will race, knowing when they'll turn marshal. And I think they like the fact that they only are working on one vehicle, spec tires too, It's really going to plan, and I'm really looking forward to qualifying tomorrow.
Yeah, at Thunder Alley too, like you always see pictures and stuff of it, but till you actually get here, like the just sheer amount of elevation that's out on that track, like you can stand in some of these pits out there and just get lost.
Yeah.
It's not just the elevation, it's the flow of the track. I mean, once you get in a nice rhythm, the track absolutely flows so well. The cars hook up. They get around that awesome, up against the wall, turn around on a straightaway. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, hey, Smoker, you don't race nitro too much, so it's good to see you up here. I knew you wouldn't.
That's not true. I raced nitro for a good 18 years straight,
yes,
every Saturday of my life.
You only come out for the big races, and you always make it if it's any jump out there that can't be done by anybody else, you're gonna do it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so
I did triple on and double off, which was kind of fun, and I saw a couple of the other pros do it, but it's not as fast.
Yeah,
it's not as consistent.
In that step on, step off section.
Yes.
Yeah.
I told Joseph to build that, actually.
Yeah.
That's my contribution.
Okay.
I could see a late race pass, somebody trying to go wide there and tripling on to block the inside of that lane.
To the inside. It just gives you a lot of options.
Right.
Yeah.
You can come around tight over that little roller, single in, double off, and it's just smooth.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. We did test the gate starts for the RCGP class.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. We did the second one was a little messy, but they just ran into into the signs and whatnot like that.
Joseph actually got the whole shot.
Let's not talk about that.
And then he rolled it over
Shining
about 3
moments
corners
and then
later.
dropped back to about 6th spot.
I got the first ever RCGP starting gate whole shot. Yes, I'm the best.
No, in America.
Yeah, well, we didn't have the starting gate, so.
Okay.
But he's all excited about that. But I guess, simple things please simple people, because he's gonna get teased while he doesn't come over here and be a part of the podcast. Let's talk about. Okay, we talked about RC2 because that's gonna be so stacked. I actually think the RC2 is gonna provide some of the best racing this weekend. I honestly feel it because everybody's kind of at the same level. It's tomorrow. I guess they're resorting for tomorrow, obviously. So and man, these guys are impressive. I like to.
There's a lot of pros in there.
Yeah, I wouldn't say pros, but almost pros. Like guys who are really fast.
Well,
and probably on the
style
cusp.
drivers.
Yes.
To put it in perspective, like the GP guys were going like in their 2 consecutive laps, like Ongaro and Ronafalk were like 108.0 and 108.1. The guy that Aaron, who took the top seed there in that last one, he was 109 point something.
Yeah,
so over
exactly.
2 laps, like he was probably
2
less than a
seconds.
half a second slower than those guys, and that's in the RC2 class, and
Yeah.
that was throughout.
Yeah, he's super impressive, man. He doesn't. This is his first time racing in America.
Wow.
Really, he's been here since last week. Him and his brother and his dad, and it's super impressive what he's doing. And to come to this type of track, they don't have tracks like this in Australia.
Right.
So, shout out to the Dexters, and they're good people. You
Yeah.
know, so they're having fun, and it's going to be exciting. It's really going to be exciting, and I cannot wait at all. So, Smoker, before we go any further, give us your 3 philosophies for velocity.
Oh my. Philosophies for velocity would be never lift, embrace the drift. That's number 1. Number 2 would be no mistakes wins the race. Almost every time. You see the guys that drive flawless? Yeah, they're usually winning. So that's number 2. Number 3 is brakes are for pussies. Honestly. Don't use them. I never do.
1 and 3
goes-
don't go
yeah.
very well with 2.
Well, yeah, but hey, if you embrace number 1 and number 3 and execute number 2, that's it.
All right.
You had another good one today. What was it? Practices for guys who don't know how to race.
Oh yeah,
That was so
I say
funny.
that all the time. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's good vibes going on here, man. Even that's so funny.
Why you gotta put me on the spot like that?
Because you're smooth, like you.
All right.
I don't put you on the spot.
Joey Montiel is asking, he's curious on how the RC2 here compares to how it's been at other events.
More entries.
More the level of the RC2 drivers is definitely higher. Before this, the most entries was in the Philippines, and Pele Comse, Mini Viking, he won that convincingly. In Austria, you had some fast guys like Hampusberg, Leo Vellante, he won it, and then he got to race in Asti. But I definitely think the competition here is greater, and it's good to see a lot of young kids racing too.
I saw a lot of guys being very like respectful to the other driver in that class.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe because it was just that 2 laps counted, but I was seeing a lot of showmanship of being, you know, they might be on different teams, but everybody was being very classy with their driving today.
And
I don't know. You're standing.
Yeah, there's a lot going on the track, and there's a lot of sections where a small rut will skip a car sideways, and it's not a super wide lanes. I haven't walked them up, but they feel like 12 or so in most places. So there's going to be contact, and it's just a question of, you know, was there ever intent behind it, or did somebody just run out of talent? And in most cases, with as difficult as I feel just watching this track go, in a lot of cases it's just going to be a talent issue. So I think guys are trying to, when they get around each other, know that and not get super aggressive. In the GP class, I saw Lutz and Ronefalk go kind of over one of those, the big hip jump there, and Ryan shut it down just to avoid contact in the air like that.
Right.
And then tried to chase him back down. So it's going to be cases like that where guys know there's a lot of big stuff out there, but there's a lot of holes too that you just need to pick and choose the spots that, you know, sending it every single time is just going to end up in marshals. And
I could see them being nice to each other now,
yeah,
but later on.
Heads up. As soon as it goes heads up, everybody's brains shut off. So.
Well, I think Mao has also
Full noodle.
Mao has done a really good job today. He came out and he put his foot down. He was like, I'm going to show Joseph that I can, you know, and that's good because you have to do that right from the start. Like, let people know, hey, if you're not doing this right, you're going to get a penalty. And he's been on marshal, like, he's like been calling marshals. It's like, hey, if you're not out there to marshal, yeah, you're getting a penalty. And it's good. The actual.
Did he actually hand out any
No,
penalties?
because
no, there was a couple
Was? There
penalties
was?
today,
Okay.
yeah, for lack of marshaling.
See,
But yeah, Sesame Street word of the day, penalty. Yeah, that was
I thought it was
definitely the...
hamburger. Every time the guy's calling people's name, all I hear is hamburger.
He's
So,
the-
the race director's from Italy, so he does
Yeah.
have a little bit of an accent. But
Yeah.
when I can pick up on it, I try and help him out a little bit. But
yeah, he's doing a good job.
he's doing awesome.
He's doing a good job.
Making
Long
my
day out
job
there.
easier.
Yeah. What else can we say? All right, well let's talk a little bit about RCGP side. So
It's rad.
Yeah, it is.
It's so rad.
I honestly I've
People
been-
in the pits that I don't even know, and I've been around a long time,
Mm-hmm.
they were coming up and just being like, dude, I'm so glad I signed up for this race because it's so awesome.
yeah.
So professional, done. The track looks awesome.
Yeah.
It's well groomed. You get one, wet track, then you get a dry track, and it's like it's equal for everybody.
Yeah, it is. I like to say I kind of compare this to motocross, or Joseph even
You
said
got a motocross girl with a little pit board. 15
Oh, yeah.
seconds.
That's-
5 seconds.
that's
Go.
cool, and the whole shot award. So I believe there's gonna be some whole shot awards as well. So Joseph has we spent 24 hours making this whole shot sign. Right, 3 hours in Home Depot, and then all this stuff, and it's actually really cool.
It better be cool if you took 3 hours to make it.
Well, we spent 3 hours in Home Depot just getting the stuff for it and getting wood cutting. So the thing is, I believe they're gonna.
Who's monitoring that? Is somebody going to stand right underneath that sign and see who gets to that line first?
That's over my pay grade.
Is that me?
I don't know.
I don't know.
be able
Nobody's
to see
told
the
me I
track,
got to
bro.
do it yet.
I don't know, but they're planning on doing like whole shot awards like they do in motocross. So I think maybe the RC2 drivers will get whoever gets a whole shot will get T-shirts, and the RCGP guys will get I guess I don't know. I haven't heard, but.
Oh,
What?
foot massages. Are
I am not winning.
Why
that.
does my then nobody will take whole. Everybody
I'll hit the brakes right at the finish line. I
everybody
swear.
would just stop like, oh, that's it. That's my race over.
Yeah, I don't use the
know?
brakes. I just slide in there.
Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. So that makes people want to get the whole shot. Something like motocross. So that should be cool.
Yeah, and Mao said until we get past that whole shot spot, that there's really not a lot of penalties there, so that could make for some interesting starts once we get to more heads up racing.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people were skeptical of the gate starts, but I've done them before. We do them back home in Bermuda. I think it's different. I think this is the last race of the series. Go big or go home. The track is big. Why not? You know, why not? It's one race.
We used to have them at Sun Valley Motor Speedway.
Yeah, I remember Sun Valley.
Yeah, they had gate starts there for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, gate starts are always going to be hard when there's open wheels. And I think you saw it in the RCGP class where the first one, they were kind of feeling it out, and it was actually a really, really clean start.
Yes.
And the second one, everybody just kind of yanked
Noodled
the
up.
throttle a bit.
Oh,
yeah.
Full noodle.
Yeah.
So we'll probably see some
They
more of
didn't
that.
embrace the drift.
No. Or the brake. They did 1 and 3, I guess.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
did. Yeah. It was
So-
not 2, though.
Cracking me up.
Well, let's talk a little bit more about the actual RCGP class. You have Ryan Lutz coming in already, second seed, Ongaro top seed, and Rana Falk third seed. And Ongaro had a kind of a slow start in practice this morning, and he came around like I can't not be amazed by this guy and where he can get speed and just pull it out of nowhere.
Dude, he was sending it. The landings didn't even look like his car was stopping. It would literally like a puffy cloud hitting the ground. It just kept going. I was like, wow.
Yeah. And you can see in Rana Falk's driving, he wants that. Yeah, he wants that 8-scale win this year. He hasn't had one in one of these competitions or in competitions period. I mean, yes, he's won races. So obviously the 4-wheel drive European champion. But he wants that 8-scale race, and Lutz is here, and he's like, yeah, I'm here, and I'm driving my car, and I'm going to do well. But I think we've seen some great racing from all of the competitors today.
Yeah, Lutz was really fast for just kind of popping into the series here. He spent some time here earlier this week, though, before the new layout, putting some time on the track, so kind of getting his car figured out a little bit. But I think he did surprise the most people today with how he was up in that top 3 so quickly in the RCGP class.
Yeah, he was super impressed. He's so fast, man. This track's so technical, so hard to be consistently fast. But these guys make it look easy.
If you just pop onto the live feed and watch only the RCGP class, I don't think you'll get the full appreciation for what the track is doing out there and kind of how you have to one thing into the next. Like you need to watch some of the lower RC2 guys who are guys that are winning club races at home, no doubt, and putting podiums in regional events. But, watch them struggle a little bit and how some of their lap times go from 38 then to 46 and back and forth, and then just watch the GP class and those guys just lap after lap lay it down.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. I'll be tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll get to watch a little bit more racing. I didn't really get to watch much today. What's that? A spider web or something?
Yeah.
You got spiders coming around.
It's all right.
I don't know. I'm a little worried. This is California. It might be poisonous. A cougar or something jump
I'll
out
keep
and
you
attack
safe.
me.
Don't worry about it.
I'm pretty sure I saw a thylacine when I went up that mountain last night.
Ooh, tiger striped?
Yeah. The elusive thylacine. Oh,
It on video will make some big money.
I know. Well, we need to capture it. I don't know how we're gonna do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
It came all the way from Australia, right?
It grew wings and flew. They
It
migrated.
came in over on the luggage or something?
It's like a podcast joke of my Australian friends. I believe the thylacine exists. So, every Australian that comes on her, I talk about it. And, it's like a thing. Qualifying tomorrow. 2 heads-up 15-minute races. And the junior race and 40-plus class. Tomorrow's the day, man. People are going to be serious tomorrow.
Yeah.
Today was joking. Everybody having fun, but I think people's like,
It
yeah.
was pretty serious today, too.
Yeah.
Well, it got serious in the seating practice, like when you knew you were on the clock for something.
Yeah, the last 2 were...
With
got way
over
more
90
serious.
entries in the RC2 class, you don't want to be shuffled down in 60 or 70 trying to work your way up.
Believe me, I thought I was top 10, and I'm down almost like 50th. Dang.
Not so ridiculous.
Not so ridiculous.
But that's
But
all right.
Hey, I felt awesome. My car was awesome. The Spec Q is just absolutely on fire.
So, are you having fun?
Oh, yeah, undoubtedly.
Right. And how about
I
you,
race
Justin?
3 days
Yeah,
a week at OCRC.
I'm having a good
and,
time.
Dude, I'm racing nitro
Oh,
outdoor.
yeah.
Yeah, at these events for me, like with a dedicated person to scoring and a dedicated kind of penalty caller and all that stuff. I just get to focus on calling races and having a good
You
time.
guys need
with
to
that,
turn up your
so.
mics a little bit.
That's what they said. They
Yeah.
said they're going to flip it a little bit and they're going to pull the director off of the main speakers
Give
and
me
crank
more
my
power.
volume up. Yeah. So
Yeah, because they have a really good system here. So I was struggling to hear you. And yeah, I was just thinking about that. Usually at a race, you have to run everything and
Yeah.
watch the race
Yep.
and try to call traffic. And
yeah, now
So-
you just get to call the race and enjoy it.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Good announcing today, by the way.
Yeah. you
Well,
did
when
it.
you could hear me.
Yeah.
And they need to get you some
Well, we had
shade
never met
tomorrow.
before, so.
Oh, we got a little like umbrella thing or something that's going to go over that, but they couldn't use it today because of the sustained 25-mile-an-hour winds we had
Right.
most of the day.
That was rough.
Yeah.
Goggles.
Yeah,
Lutz
people
has
were
got
using
it
goggles.
dialed. Goggles.
Goggles.
We
And
learned that in Vegas a long time.
it's just dusty and whatnot. So the action starts at 8 o'clock tomorrow. Live stream 10:25. I believe they're going to start 10:25, 10:30. And yeah, stay tuned for the action. They're going to miss a few of the first RC2 qualifiers, or maybe the whole round, but it's just something to do with the streaming and internet or whatever. But from then on, it's going to be streamed, I believe, completely on YouTube, and then each RCGP qualifier will be streamed via Facebook as well. If you guys want to check it out, go to the RCGP YouTube channel, and if you aren't on the RCGP Facebook page, check that out as well. There's some events, so you will get reminders. And all right, well, being as we're here and we're just three regular dudes, who is your top seed tomorrow?
For
Top three for RCGP.
RCGP.
for RCGP, it has to be the top three that finished that way. No, I mean there was some other speed, but it's Ongaro, Ronafalk, and Lutz, and I think Ongaro and Ronafalk are the fastest. But being at a couple other races with Ryan can consistently put it down time and time again, and so if mistakes start to show up, Ryan will be right in the mix. So the top three, as they showed in seating practice today, would be the top three going into qualifying tomorrow.
How about you, Smoke?
You know, I always go with my friends when I'm picking, and usually I'm betting on the races, on the sidelines, winning a little side cash. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
We do a game.
Entertainment
you pick,
purposes.
You pick two people, and your first guy and your second guy both count, and the lowest score finishing positions wins the money. And sometimes it's 3-4 guys playing at a time.
Yeah,
But we
did
play
that
for
at
dollars.
DNC.
It's all gentlemen's bet.
We did that at DNC. I think the RC2 is going to be the hardest one to predict.
Wait, do I get to pick?
Oh,
the
I'm
guys?
sorry.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
I forgot. I'm sorry.
Ongaro, obviously, his speed is there and everything. I like Cavallari. I think he can come from anywhere and basically win any race. It just depends on how his starts are. I've seen him come from mid-pack and come back and win races. It was unfortunate what happened at the Worlds in Vegas when he got sent all the way to the back at the very start, kind of stuff. And, he's one of the home track hero guys down where I'm from. And Ronald Falk, he's amazing. So.
Well, Cav looks like he's having fun here this weekend too. He's been sitting,
absolutely.
I've been up here and he's having fun. He's talking, he's joking, and we shall see. I forgot to even mention him. He's one of my favorite drivers. I don't know, man. I'm really, as much as I like Ongaro, I really like him, and I'm super impressed with him. I like Ronafalk. I like to see him win because I like to see him get that win. But I think I would like to see an American winner happen.
You hardly ever say that.
I know.
You're always picking the Euros.
I know.
All
But
right.
I want
Hey.
Ronafalk to win, or
job.
I want an American to win. And
You heard it here.
I think
RC
Lutz is probably the
Podcast.
best.
Keenan wants
Yes.
an American to win.
Yeah, I do.
Cavallari was much quicker in this whatever seeding 1 heat of RCGP, I think, than he was in 2. And I don't know if that was the start a little bit. Him and whoever had the inside lane there kind of tangled at the start, so that pushed him
You mean
back.
Joseph?
Was it Joseph? I don't know if it was Joseph or not.
He had the start and then just kind of shuffled back one position.
I think it was Cole. Him and Cole tangled on the drop.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're right. Right.
Yeah.
Max is looking pretty good too. I really think
Max
is
was amazing in that first round.
Yeah, I think he's
He
going to
looked
demolish.
fast. But those wings that he has on his car are absolutely ridiculous.
I think it's going to
The
demolish.
side
Rupert.
pod wings.
Nah, he likes them. He's not going to take them off.
I
I
mounted
think.
up to 2 bodies, so
I think Max is going to demolish Rupert Pumpernickel's this weekend. I definitely think that's going to happen.
Been the case so far.
Well, no, he's
just on the track.
No,
or
actually, Joseph.
car to car.
No, I just think Max seems to like these US style tracks. You know, he did good at DNC. He actually was doing good at PNB. His car's running good. His engine's running good. So I don't see why not. I don't see why not at all. Now RC2 is unpredictable. I think.
Yeah.
It's completely unpredictable. We've seen speed from a lot of different people and I have no idea who's going to be the top 3 qualifiers tomorrow.
No.
It'll be amazing with 4 cars that bump. You have no idea. Some guy could come out of like the D main or something like that.
Yeah, it's lots of stuff that could happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think because we only saw seating where it was 2 consecutive, so it wasn't even kind of what the Americans are used to, seeing the 3 consecutive seating laps. So there's a little bit of, you could go for it a little bit harder today and kind of go hero lap style,
Yes.
where tomorrow when you have to put in a full 6-minute qualifier, things could start to change up in the order a little bit. I saw a few guys on social media be like, yeah, I'm sitting P9, but I'd be P3 if we were doing normal qualifications kind of things.
Yeah. Well, you know,
I
things
got
are
an
different.
early prediction. You're going to see me up in there tomorrow.
Where?
Just somewhere up. Way higher than I am.
You know what? I'm giving you a challenge tomorrow. You know what the challenge is? I want to see you triple that hill jump.
Oh, jeez.
I already did that.
No, you got to jump from the top and land on the very bottom.
I already did that.
I haven't seen it. I got to see
I
it
will
tomorrow.
do it again tomorrow.
Hey, there's no video.
problem.
There's no evidence.
There's video. It's been on all day.
No.
I'll rewind it for you. I'll find it and snapshot it.
All
I
right.
don't know. I don't even know how to do that stuff.
Well, it's getting late. Justin, I know you got to go to the hotel, Max, and everybody's waiting for you. Thank you for coming on.
Appreciate it.
Good work today,
Thank
and you know you got to get your rest tomorrow. Smoke Dog, thank you for coming on. We gotta get Smoke on the podcast because I want him to tell us all about how he invented Truggy
Oh yeah.
and you know the thing about Smoker, he's been all over the world for pitting guys for RC. Been to how many worlds you been to, Smoke?
More than I can count.
Yeah, there you go.
As many as I could go to. That's
yeah,
for sure.
that's for sure.
Yeah.
So
I am. Most people don't know I'm Degani's pit guy
Yeah.
and have been for some 20 years or something.
are you gonna pit him this weekend?
Yeah. Me and
Mike.
Mike Hill.
Yeah, should be
The
good.
real Mike Hill.
The real Mike Hill. I'm calling him California Mike now. California Mike. All right, well, it's late. Tune in tomorrow's 8 o'clock racing, but live stream starts at 10:25. And Smoke, I got to get a ridiculous woo before you go.
Woo!
Ridiculous.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you for listening to the No Name RC podcast. Please tune in.